Moon and Sunny told me right to this joint. This is some Chris Paul pen pal, homie. I'm just right to the point. You nice to a point. I got so many bars, it's like I'm doing life in a joint. Yeah, y'all already know what it is, man. Color to the deaf, music to the blind, page 31. It's your boy Freddie Godson. Let's rock.
It must be a real good feeling considering, you know, a lot of people don't get to grace the cover of XXL, especially the Freshmen 10. Talk about that experience.
Yeah. You gotta roll with it, leaving an OJ when the cold get it. It's a murder. Look, I let the 38 and then the dudes beam him and put his face in a box like you streaming. You grind, you work, and everybody works to get rewarded. Sometimes the obstacles and everything get so hard because life takes its course. Because this right here is not like it's like a 9-to-5 job. Like you gotta this right here calls for you putting in your hard work, your money. You know, a lot of times people don't get to see no money back from it. They spend that hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in this game, try to build their self up. You know, this is a different kind of game. So me being one of these people to fight through everything and be able to rock and keep going for years and then seeing myself on the XXL, that right there is a representation of me, a lot of people in the underground in New York in general. I gotta go. So crazy, I gotta go. So crazy, I'm living for the right now, I'm living for the right now, I gotta go. I'll show 'em how to stun. Fred A-Rod, I ain't going for the bun. Shots fly peroxide, I'm laying in the cut. I'm 1,000 pounds of uncut to the gut.
Yeah, I'm a bad boy, nigga, I'm too fat. I'm a bad boy, nigga, I'm too fat. I'm a bad boy, nigga, I'm too fat. I'm a bad boy.
So I played them So Crazy, and I played them Too Fat. Bananas. The only question they had was which one we gonna put out first. They're like, this is crazy. So I rewrote both.
I know you had a lot of rewrites.
Yeah. No, I just rewrote.
Oh, you just rewrote
once.
it? Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I just rewrote that once. Like, I sat right here. It was Saturday morning, 11. I was in the studio since Friday afternoon. Went to sleep like around 4 in the morning. I remember the whole thing. Woke up at 10:30, 11 in the morning. My man Clay, he walked in. Shout out to Clay. He sat right here while I wrote the whole joint. Went in there and went crazy. It was fire. Went and did the fire. Sent it off to my manager. He was just like, yo, this is crazy. Which one we gonna drop first? I wrote both the same day. I think people forget how fun this game is.
Yeah.
They forget when they was younger. That's why I always reroute to that. You know, that's why sometimes somebody asks me for something, I'll do it. Management will get mad. What are you doing that for? Because I reversed the roles. Like if I was looking at somebody that I really like and I asked him for something, I would want him to like try to look out, whatever. But you know, people forget how fun this game is.
What was the first record you played and you were just like, yo, I love hip hop. I gotta do this.
Well, I've always listened to hip hop and I've always been a fan of listening to it. But I mean, you had all kinds of records. But I remember it was a line that threw me off. It's funny that I rhyme this way, that I rhyme with metaphors and punchlines. I always think about, because I never thought about rapping. And I still never thought about rapping when I heard this song, when I heard this line. But it threw me off so crazy. I was just like, what the hell? Like, how did this dude, like, when I heard Ty Fife wrote, Fife Dog, when he was like, my soul's on your couch, now you got Siemens furniture.
If my mom don't approve, then I'll just elope. Let me save the little man from inside the boat. Let me hit it from the back, girl, I won't catch a hernia. Off on your couch, now you got Siemens furniture.
That was the first punchline metaphor I ever heard in my life. And when I heard it, I got it immediately. And I was a baby. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, and I'm going back to the radio and I'm trying to explain to my friends who was so young at the time, like we like 11, 12. Yeah. Like, do you know what that means? And like, nah. I'm like, Siemens furniture? You know, Siemens. He like, what are you talking about? Siemens store, Siemens furniture. Of course, the stores, the furniture's from Siemens. The other line, the first time I heard Jay, that's the second metaphor I heard, and it blew my mind when, at his wake, as I creeped in, looked in his casket, feeling sarcastic, look at him still sleeping.
I dip spit quicker than you ever seen. Administer pain. Next the minister screaming your name. At your wake as I peek in. Look in your casket, feeling sarcastic. Look at him, still sleeping.
I was like, it's crazy. So I guess my mind and everything took a liking of this style. Because now when I find myself rapping, you get nothing but jewels in there. Punchline metaphors, they come so fast. Like it's, you know, like I could sit and look at something, and that one word or one certain thing that's in my vicinity will give me 5 metaphors just off that one thing. And it could be this candle burning. That right there will give me 5 metaphors that I'm about to put in a rhyme. And I'll just stretch it out between songs, whatever, but it's crazy.
Another thing people may not know about where we at right now, this is your studio.
My studio, Blockwork.
Tell me how the studio came about.
It's me and my two niggas, man, my family, my brothers, Dre and Zoe. It's us 3, we own the studio. And it's crazy because I had them rocking with me. You know, I went to Dre, I was like, yo, my nigga, listen, I'm in these streets. I'm writing, I'm doing the studio and everything, let's rock, let's do this together. So he said, let's do it.
Why'd you decide here?
Bronx. This is my house. You know, you could go downtown, you could do everything, you know, get it downtown next to the labels and everything. Why? You know, this my home, this is where I rap. It's my family's here, you know, so gotta be in the X.
So like a few years from now, where do you see yourself? The shade of the question is, where do you see yourself in the game?
On top, as one of the best. I'm gonna be in a lot of people's mouths as top 5. They're gonna look at me and they're gonna go, he's a smart rapper. He's very clever, he's very witty. His metaphors is like genius-like, it's like how he put it together. They're gonna say, I'm the best punchline rapper. Not a punchline rapper, just a rapper that got punchlines. I'm a rapper that got metaphors. And they're gonna say he's one of the best ever. You know, and I'm not saying that to be on my own dick, and I'm not like that. I'm like 100% humble. But if you want me to tell you the truth, that's what's gonna happen. Because the metaphor, there's lines, there's punchlines, and then you got Fred lines. You got the Fred metaphors. You know, so at the end of the day, that's what it's gonna be.
Whoops, call a popo, Fred going loco. You know what he sees in Gadia Dopo. He's married to rap, might be the flow though. Just me and my bitch, iced tea cocoa. White chain on that iced tea polo. Them white things, know I get it full of lodo. Think I'm stopping it up. Hey yo, Hov, am I rocking or what?
Yes.
Okay, well dear Jay, I'm on the celly flowing. Tell Beyonce that my punchlines I have Kelly rolling. I'm in the telly holding like 4 quarters. I'm about to go OT like tie 4th quarters. Porsche water, figure you punks looking. Stove game real, I'm a nigga you want cooking. Just give me a mask, apron and white hat, and I'll be right back.
Yes.
I gotta go.
So crazy, so
I got it
crazy.
going.
So crazy, so
I'm living
crazy.
for the
Right now, right
I'm
now.
living for the
Right now, right.
I gotta go.